Welcome to Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw. Unfortunately, cancer is a disease that knows no age limits, and that's where the Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation comes in. Lindsey Leonard is the executive director, and she joins us to tell us about all the good work you're doing for about 165 families in the Ventura County area.
Yes, and thank you for having me here today.
Absolutely. I think it's something that needs to be told, you know, that we don't think about what is the youngest you've ever seen a baby.
Well, Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation, we help children diagnosed really from babies up to age 18, and services continue until the child is 21 years of age. So sadly, we've had many cases of children under 1 year of age that have been referred to our organization.
And are they referred through hospitals? How do people find out about the Teddy Bear Foundation?
Yeah, we're fortunate to have many great partnerships with some of the local medical centers. Ventura County Medical Center, Cottage Children's Hospital, hospitals down in Los Angeles as well. And when families are diagnosed with cancer, oftentimes those doctors, social workers refer them to receive aid from us.
And Lindsey, I like the way you said when families are diagnosed, because it's not just a baby that was diagnosed, it's a family. It's siblings, it's the parents, it's the grandparents and cousins, and how do you help everybody deal with that emotionally?
Well, it's, as you can imagine, significant. The financial challenges that families go through, the emotional challenges that go through, not to even consider when children have to miss school, they fall behind in their academics. So the average length of treatment for pediatric cancer is 6 months to 3 years. And that doesn't take into consideration if that child relapses. So as you mentioned, you're right, it's the whole family. And so siblings are impacted. And we offer 3 core program areas: our financial assistance program, the emotional support program, and educational program. And through our emotional support program, we have counseling groups that are held throughout the Tri-Counties, as the Tri-County area from San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara into Ventura County. It's the area that we help. So our support groups offer counseling for all ages that are age-appropriate activities for not only the parents, the child in treatment, but also for their siblings.
Because, you know, people may think, well, as far as the financial aspect, wouldn't insurance cover all of this? Why would they be impacted financially?
Well, we were developed and founded back in 2002 by Nikki Katz, who really saw a great need for the services that we offer to be able to alleviate those non-medical needs. So Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation steps in to alleviate the immediate financial challenge that families have. We will come in and offer to pay upwards of $8,850 upon that child's first diagnosis. And we do that because not only there are extras that that family needs to pay for to care for their child, but so often in order to care for their child, they need to be there, taking them to treatments, taking them missing significant amount of time of work. The majority of families have to have 1 or more parents either quit their job or reduce their work hours, which greatly compounds their financial situation. So we're there to be able to pay their rent, pay their mortgage, help with their auto insurance, help with their utility bills. If they need groceries, we're there to be able to pay for those groceries during that time when that child needs their parent by their bedside, because they're fighting a fight that so many of us don't ever even have to experience.
So emotionally, the devastating effects it has on the family, and financial impact. And what about educational services you provide?
So to help augment when that child falls behind in school, we offer tutoring with state credentialed teachers that will actually go to their home, help keep them on track with their school so that they could more easily transition back into school when they're healthy enough. We also offer up neuropsychological testing. We'll pay for that, which is a test in which to be able to assess what type of changes have occurred if that child's gone under chemotherapy? Is there learning challenges now? Is there memory issues? So that test identifies what those challenges might be. So again, we could help set that student up for success when they re-enter back into school.
So in order to keep this foundation going, that's challenging because people have to donate, right? You have to have fundraisers, and how do you go about that?
So we are a tax-exempt organization, and we truly rely on the support of the entire community. It takes a village to care for these families and what they're going through. There's so many different ways in which community members can get involved and give of their resources, give of their talent, give of their heart. And these ways are by participating in a fundraiser, of which we have many throughout the year in all of the counties that we help. It also volunteering time, whether it's during the holidays, gifting holiday gifts to the children, coming to our office and helping with administrative tasks, helping by joining a fundraising committee to plan one of our big events, leaving a legacy. We accept gifts of bequests and other gifts as well to be able to help to sustain our organization long into the future, because you know, until there's a cure for cancer, Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation is going to be there to help these families.
Lindsey, was there a particular story, you mentioned the founder of the foundation, was there a particular story that spurred her to start this foundation?
Yeah, she had met a mom, and it was actually a single mother who had a lot of immediate family support. She had her own family members as well as grandparents, and her son was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma when he was 3. And so she spoke, this mom shared with our founder, Nikki Katz, about just the experiences that she was having, the medications that were above and beyond insurance and weren't covered, the needing to pay for the expenses of her home, the amount of time she was having to take off work. And you know, it was really then that, as our founder has conveyed to me, that she had an epiphany and went to speak with different medical centers and developed Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation, which was started in her apartment and now has grown to help the projected 165 families this year just alone.
I'm sure. And how many years have you been affiliated with it?
I've been with Teddy Bear for 5 years.
And you must have just like a wonderful, heartwarming, you know, case where somebody did amazing things. They recovered, and you know, they're doing well. You must see that a lot. Otherwise, that, you know, that's what kind of keeps you going.
Well, there's definitely days that are heartbreaking when you learn of a child that has relapse, when you hear about a teenager that might need a serious surgery or an amputation, when you hear of a child that has tragically passed. But there are many opportunities for celebration, and the staff team at Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation are amazing, and they're so hardworking and giving to so many of the little things that our families need too, above and beyond even our programs, that there's many times when there's a celebration. The child has either had their last chemotherapy treatment, they've been proclaimed cancer-free, and so those are really the wonderful moments. You know, and beyond that, so many of the families that we have helped, I mean, it's just even for me to talk about right now, it gives me shivers, but, you know, really come back to pay it forward, if you will, and help be able to raise money. They share their story to other families to be able to really bridge that gap, that camaraderie, and raise awareness about this disease, because sadly, pediatric cancer is the #1 leading cause of death by disease for children.
Well, it's sad to know that, but Lindsey Leonard, we thank you for your time talking about the Teddy Bear Cancer Foundation. Thank you for joining us here on Local Edition. I'm Bella Shaw.